Everyone's probably playing Crystal Chronicles.
Oh,
Is that going to be
yeah.
available at 9?
I don't know. Is it even 9? It's at the 27th, right? Which is tomorrow?
Well, yeah, but is it going to be
Yeah.
available at 9? Because it's, you know.
I don't know. I hope it's available the moment it hits midnight.
Well,
Or
you
9,
know,
yeah.
Animal Crossing was available at 9?
Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe that's what everyone's waiting for. Well, let's just do this case and play Crystal Chronicles then.
Or we just play Crystal Chronicles right
Crystal
now.
Chronicles with some Tim Tam Twackwoes. Alright,
Tim
defended
Tam.
18 lobby. Oh, Bill. What on earth is happening? Naruto, I think I have a grasp on the situation. Susato. It appears that a very potent smoke grenade was detonated. Potent? Smoke grenade? Oh, like those smoke bombs Ninja uses. They are verifying the safety of the court right now. Preparations are resumed. The trial are underway. Just who would do something like that? Someone attempting to escape from the crown court was captured by the bailiffs. Attempting to escape? That's one way to put it. Indeed, it was a young girl about age 15 of age. A young girl? Could that be the third passenger who Mr. Megudel? I don't know why I can't pronounce his name correctly.
It's called Megudel.
What?
Megudel.
Megadol. I call him Megadolon. Megadol was talking about? I believe so. I knew it. The third party really did exist. Oh, and what happened to Mr. Megudel? There's so much I have to ask him, but he hasn't returned to his lobby. It seems that he was summoned to the prosecutor's office to press for information. That young girl is accompanying him as well. Just who is she, and why did she come to this trial in the first place? Why did she? She knew it was risky. Not that there was anything to gain from doing so. I also have one issue I'm curious of. What would that be? It's the 20 pence. Huh? Why? Yeah, that didn't make sense too, because if this is a third person, and they're saying they all paid 5 pence, then that means that person didn't get charged. So, according to the coachman, Beppo was testified. On that night, the fee was 5 pence per person with 4 passengers on the ride. So, the total was 20 pence. The sum matches up perfectly. However, we have a fifth customer appearing. Once again, the sum of 20 pence makes no sense. That really is strange. Attorney, head to the Capital Crown at once. The preparation for the trial is complete. It will resume in 5 minutes. Got it. I'll head over there immediately. In any case, I believe that this girl will take the witness stand. I assume that the contents of her testimony will determine the outcome of this trial. Shall we go, Susato? Let's. Oh, wow, is this one all gonna be trial? Old Bailey Crown Court. Oh, look at that! It's a looks like a delivery girl. Oh, it's definitely that other bitch from the first case. It has to be, right?
I don't think it is, because she had white hair, right? No, she was blonde.
She was blonde. It has to be that young girl next to Megudel. Looks like she's the one who caused that ruckus earlier. Oh, now the court's back in session for a trial. Consi Megudel, Lord Von Zeeks. Yes, my lord. Could you please explain the origin of that huge smoke from earlier? We believe that the military-grade smoke grenade was detonated here. Oh, military grade? Why is that being used here? The ones who attempt to slip out of the courthouse used their smoke has been caught. The culprit stands right there. Not to the left, but right there. Oh, misstate your name. Were you the one behind the confusion caused by the smoke grenade earlier? Oh, why in heaven's name did you do that? Yeah, excuse me, my lord. May I, Lord Judge? What is it, defendant? Yeah, it might be better for me to provide an explanation in regards to why this girl is here and why she's tried to escape. Everything's related to what's transpired on the night of the incidents, really. Oh, very well, then the court orders the defendant to testify. Speaking of this young woman. I wonder what exactly happened during the incident that night. If only he could have heard about it all before the trial started. That's totally right. He totally didn't get anything. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Her relationship to the crime. Oh, that night, I sealed myself to the back of the seat of the coach, then I nodded off to sleep. Sometime later, I was woken up by an abrupt loud sound, accompanied by a small scream. In front of my eyes lay the man. I helped him up, and I sat him on the seats. I thought trembling with shock, I investigated the area where the scream has come from. To my surprise, there was a young girl hidden, curled up, tight and squeezed like a mouse. Tight and quiet. What? So, okay. Oh, I'm not sure if I completely understand the situation. Essentially, that young girl was riding the omnibus at the time it occurred.
I'm gonna make a prediction right now. Also, you should probably speak more clearly as Santa. I think she was hiding in the chair before that. That way she didn't
had to
get
be,
charged.
yeah. That's the only way possible.
Yeah.
You are correct. As the great barista asserted earlier, there is indeed a fifth passenger on the omnibus, yeah? Yeah. Oh, very well. It appears about time to hear the court's cross-examination then, attorney. Are you prepared? Yes, my lord. The judge expects me to clear this upright, but I have absolutely no idea what's going on here. Well, we gotta press for information. I need to clarify exactly where she was. That's what I want to hear. Check and investigate area where the scream might come from. Right here. I gotta double check where she was. Mata! She was hiding in the trunk? Oh yes, indeed. That's what I saw, baby. That's when I caught sight of the cowling there in the dim light of the lamps. Well, I'm surely thought that my heart was going to stop. Something about all this seems really off. At any rate, I dragged her out of there, then I sat her on the seat opposite of me, intent on hearing what she had to say. Seat opposite of you? Yes, right next to the dead chap who was already occupying a spot. Oh, you seated this young lady right next to the victim's corpse. As I believe I mentioned earlier, due to the nature of my work, much of my dismay, I've had a crosshair trained on me. Therefore, it was the utmost important for me to learn just who exactly this girl was. But then, as I was speaking with her, I heard a gentleman scream up ahead. That must have been the two passengers on the roof, I suppose. Indeed, this is what I am led to believe. They luckily saw the stabbed gent lined up next to what appears to be a young girl. Oh, so you're saying that the two that saw on the roof was not you, but instead they saw the victim sitting next to this young lady? That's exactly right. Because you see, I was seated in the back, which cannot be seen from the skylight. Okay, so they saw a girl? I see. The defendant does have somewhat of a compact physique. I don't suppose it's stretch to say that this girl is mistaken for him. That was when, upon hearing the gentleman scream from the roof, the coachman stopped the omnibus. How do you feel, Naruhodo? I'm his attorney, but my own client's testimony surprised me just as much as everyone else's. I can't help but feel as I failed as an attorney somehow. It's not your fault. We didn't have much time to talk to Megadol after all. Regardless, all we can do is get information out of him. Why did something like this have to happen just after arriving in London this morning? Naruhodo, it's not time to be feeling sorry for yourself. Did you know? How are you reading my mind? Okay, so that wasn't important. Okay. Alright. Excuse me, but what did you mean by that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't you and the victims the only one in the coach? Correct. Foot glance in any case. First glance? Yes, indeed. And imagine my shock when I heard that tiny little scream, and it came from directly beneath my rear. What in blazes? Beneath your rear? That's right, my ass was screaming. Right there, lift the cushion seat. As it turned out, underneath the seat was a trunk. Taruhodo, we can take a look at the omnibus too. It was submitted into the evidence, right? Maybe now would be a good time to give it another look. Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Present omnibus. Examine it. So he was sitting on the trunk side. So that just proves that he was sitting. Well, not proves, but his testimony says he was sitting on the trunk side.
This is the side that opens up. This one right here, right?
Yeah. Alright, but... Oh, what the heck? Why is it empty? Uh-oh. The trunk seems to be empty. It wasn't empty before. Uh-oh. There's nothing inside it at all. What's this feeling of the back of my mind? Uh-oh. That's what the smoke grenade was. Someone emptied out the contents of the truck. I start from the beginning. Mata! When you got in the omnibus, was anyone else on board? No, not at all inside the coach, nor up on the seats its roof. In other words, the defendant was the first passenger. Indeed, it was merely sitting comfortably on the back seat inside the omnibus. By back seat, do you mean? Why, as you yourself has expertly pointed out just now, my good barista, I mean the seat directly across from where the gentleman who's been stabbed was sitting. It was just most comfortable spot for me, you see. After all, you can't be seen through the skylight from there. Alright. Useless information. A loud noise and a scream. It was, yes, it was quite a remarkable thud, I believe, as much as the sound of a man falling over. That must have just been the sound of the victim, Mr. Motor, falling over after being stabbed. I was asleep at the time, you see, so I can't really say for sure. Furthermore, when I awoke, not another soul did I see in the coach, save for the gentleman laying on the floor before me. There was no one else in there? Yet, at the time, you said you heard a scream, right? Okay. Perhaps a scream. No, do not hear that scream from inside the coach. However, it's at that moment that the scream it was the least of my worries, for you can see, I could hardly believe what I saw before my own eyes. Yes, when you propped up the man. You set the victim up on the seat? Yes, sir, the seat right across from me. I had only realized he was dead, you see. I felt it would have been very disrespectful to simply leave the poor soul on the floor like that. After all, I am a sympathetic man, you know, yeah. Correct, your story, defendant. What did you say?
Do you trust him?
I don't know, like... He's
definitely coming off as...
He's coming off as extremely confident that he didn't do it, you know? But he was also confident that he was... But he was like, well, I'm gonna get hanged too. Maybe it's just his attitude, you know, that's making it weird.
That's throwing it off, yeah. Because he also just put his glowing rings above his face and just said he's a sympathetic man. You know?
Yeah, but even though he's literally a loan shark, so it's like... I don't know. I don't think he did it. But at this point, there's so many mysteries on how the crime even occurred at this point, you know? We haven't got to the even gist of it. Well, now, whatever might you mean, Prosecutor Van Zieks? If the dead man dropped before his very eyes, the sane person would call the coachman at once. Were they your average principal launderer, that is? As you well know, I rather hold a Magdalene profession. You're referring to your business as a salary lender, correct? There is those who but to borrow money from me, only to be ungrateful to set out to kill me. So at the very least, I want to be get wrapped up in such a nasty affair. Then you were just going to leave the victim bodies like that. Heavens me, no, of course not. I intend to report the incident to the police. I simply wish to ensure the circumstances were crystal clear before doing so. Circumstances? Indeed, I thought it was a good idea beforehand to investigate anything that struck me as strange, like where the faint scream I heard really came from, for an instance. That would strike anyone as strange, wouldn't it, you say? The scream he heard alongside the victim falling down, huh? But why would she scream then? Why would she scream and she's underneath the trunk, you know? If she's in the trunk, what reason does she have to scream? That makes sense?
A snake.
It's a snake with a gun!
This thinks it's good.
The situation is pretty clear. However, we do not have a fundamentals of the question. Just who exactly is this girl? I'm told her name is Gina Lestrade. She hides in the place where people gather, then pounces out and steals their wallets. She is what you would call a pickpocket. A what? This little girl is a pickpocket. Oh, that's why she ran. Do you take the issue with his claim, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, answer me at once. Oh, whoa, she's got a fucking... Ah! Oh, whoa. Heavens! What in places are you? Whoa, she ran.
Bombs. Oh, yep, I guess she was.
The girl just disappeared. What are you looking at? Oh, whoa. If you're looking for me, I'm right here. Oh,
she's cute.
Where did you get over there? Was there any point in moving like that? Ah, I know all about ya adults you're thinking. You dirty mooseless mussing up and you got caught on the job. She went mental and stabbed another bloke. Ain't that right? Super thick British, that's okay? That's not true. A courthouse is a place where we seek the truth. We want to make sure. Ooh. Don't forget, I'm a pro. Me whole livelihood is depending on these quick fingers. Only cowards use knives. Pickpockets' prides won't stand for it. But it's not but it's not cowardly at all to use that thing filled with smoke, right? She did fire projectile. Oh, this gov. I just picked this up and bagged it in the ominous station the other day. Pretty little thing, don't you think? I think it's a bit old pink. Don't aim that at me. Oh. Ah, yes. So, you were riding in the omnibus then. Gina. She is pretty cool. No, I'm okay. No, for now. Cause I got soy milk and London fog. I got London fog on me. So I probably shouldn't drink alcohol with that. One Piece wraps goes in hard. Yes, it does, Tokyo. Oh, it's alright. You'll tell them the truth, won't you? Do you want to read with me? No? No? Okay. Yeah, that's right. So the court shall acknowledge girl Gina Lestrade as a new witness. As such, we order you to testify. Speak in regards to what transpired in the omnibus the night of the murder. Alright, I catcha. I heard you make porridge. I did make porridge, Kevin. Yes, I did. It's pretty good. What the girl saw. As always, I've already snuck in before the horse was hitched in the coach. Oh, so she snuck in before the coach. Okay. You were right on that, yeah. But I couldn't get any business. It was really an awful night. It was pitch dark in my little hiding spot. There, your food's here. Okay. I want to see.
Yeah, get it.
Okay. The guys outside just like, holy shit. Let me rub the baby on it. Well, this shit's heavy, bro. What the fuck? It's fucking heavy. Holy shit, dude. Jiu-jitsu. Yeah. That's a heavy fucking burrito. Burrito, Alright, back to reading. It was a bit pitchy in my little hiding spot. I seriously couldn't see nothing. But then suddenly there was a loud noise. Of course, it was nothing to make a little scream of. Of course, it was nothing to make me a little.
It's a monster burrito, but
that shit's a monster, dude. That shit. Oh,
it's a baby.
Oh. This is how heavy I'm going to feel in 2 minutes. Oh, the burrito. Oh my god. I can kill a man with this burrito. Oh, the Tim Tam. That is a heavy ass fucking burrito. I tried it once, but it was too hot. I said, shut up, Tokyo. It was alright. It's alright. It's a nice plain porridge. I made it because I made porridge yesterday, Kevin, because like I ate a lot of like fried food. I ate chicken nuggets, onion rings, fish sticks and fries all in one sitting, and it was like at least a pound of it, and it made me real sick. And then before I had that too, I even had like really like heavy food, and I was like, I feel disgusting, and I was like, I need to make porridge. I need to make porridge to feel like clean. So I had the porridge, and I made jasmine tea for later tonight, and I feel so much better. I feel terrible. Anyways, after that, this old little geezer found me, but he let me get away. Okay, is that it? He let you get away? Why did your friend allow this girl to flee to begin with? The reason's quite simple. I knew she couldn't possibly be the culprit, you see. What do you mean? As I said earlier, I was sitting on top of her little hiding spot in the trunk. Let's make ourselves sure of this. Hey Zelda. Hey cutie, creeping up on me. This is the seat I seated on the night of the incident. This hiding spot will be the space beneath the seat, yes? Doing? Indeed, the young girl was able to fit and hide in here. But on the night, she wasn't able to exit from the trunk. After all, I was sitting on it the whole time. Yeah. So you see, I let her escape. I feared that revealing the girl would draw the suspicious towards her, and she'd be arrested. I did not wish to involve this girl with the future ahead of her, but with the incidents as cruel as this, baby. But as a result, all the suspicion was set on you instead. That is nothing but a trifle. What? I know that I'm innocent, so why should I be afraid? Wow, the confidence, dude. I was willing to put that innocent little girl on the line. I was willing to put that innocence on the line in order to save this poor little girl. Unbelievable. Oh my, what an upright man. My lord, there's no way such a noble man could be the culprit. Wow. To think that we even doubted you. Oh wow, he really gonna change his mind like that? Wow, just like that, huh? If you interrupt the conversation, then it's clear who's correct. Yeah. How's the burrito, Diggy? Amazing! All 6 jurors has voted not guilty. It smells real good. Did you get sauce with it? How's the sauce? Oh, hold on, she's waving me. I think this burrito is about to enter a new dimension on my stomach. Wow. Okay. You guys should know that when we stream, it's a very homely stream. We get up, we get down, we do a bunch of shit all around. Yeah, it's a pretty good burrito. This means we won, really? Just like that? We won? It doesn't feel real even when you say it outright. Oh shit, Diggy! Look how imputed to me to trash my steel healer with like a brute. I plead for your forgiveness. Look, Diggy, look at this shit. The vampire just threw his shoe on the table. He slammed the table with his foot. This is truly it. This is the single greatest weakness, the courtroom of the great British Empire. Oh, this is probably what he wanted to change. A legal system which occasionally has mere emotional countervailing evidence or logic. Emotions. Even this very testimony revealed the defendant's true colors. What do you mean by true colors? Scotland Yard has never, nor will ever test or ever overlook any minor details in his investigation. When Scotland Yard investigated the omnibus, naturally they inspected the inside of the trunk. Yes, this trunk was full of the coachman's belongings. The report written by the investigated officer clearly says that much. What did you say? Someone tampered with the scene. In a ploy to support this fake testimony, someone spirited the item away. Yeah, that's true. There was stuff in there, which is why I got confused. I was like, why is there nothing in there? So that wouldn't make sense. You couldn't hide in there. I cannot believe such a thing is possible. Of course, I must admit that the Yard's culpability in mistakenly allowed the window of opportunity. However, when I had the omnibus transported in the Old Bailey this morning, the trunk was definitely not empty. So then, Japanese boy. Huh? Oh, me, I'm Japanese, that's right. The omnibus itself was presented in the court as evidence. As an attorney, you should have long since expected it, both inside and out. What was inside of that trunk, I believe you know, of course. Ah, my good Brassier, I'm sure you understand, yes? Yeah. Oh, Mr. Megudal, by all means, go ahead and say it. Tell them that Lord Van Key's words are no more than baseless Wow! Oh my god, this guy's hella suspicious now! Oh, dude, this guy's hella suspicious. Fuck. I think he might have done it now. He sounded really suspicious. Tell them that Lord Van Zeek's words are no more than baseless accusations. Well, what are your thoughts, attorney? How should I answer this? What should I say about the contents of the trunk? It wasn't empty. Just like it's born with me, with Phoenix Wright, I will only pursue the truth and nothing but the truth. As an attorney, I don't know if I'm in a position to say this, but as I recall, when I first investigated the trunk, there was definitely something inside. That's what I think. What? Barrister? What do you think you're saying? Are you going to betray me? Well, this is a surprise. You're standing as the witness's attorney, yet you're spouting words which go directly against his well-being. What exactly is righteousness for an attorney? I still don't know myself. But when you stand here in court, you should never lie about what you remember. That's how I feel. How amusing. You better watch your words, barrister. Mr. Megudal. Be sure to remember that you stand here to represent me. Besides, memories can be such unclear things, but the truth speaks louder than words. Clearly. Look at the way any way you want. It's empty, is it not? Do you see now? You must accept that your memories are mistaken. Something feels wrong about this whole thing. Very well. See what the drill starts. That trunk was meant to hold the maintenance equipment for the omnibus. According to the guild's regulations, it should contain exactly that. Thus, that meat was no different. I trust people. The celebrity and the pickpocket are both lying. Ooh. Change his mind. To stab. I almost forgot. Rich people never play by the rules. Huh? This can't be happening. That testimony was nothing but a trick. A ruse. Oh, that guy was a barber, that's right. Friend, that I must agree. Yeah. Damn, he's changing the whole flow just like that. If you interpret what they called home project, then it's clear who's correct. You're saying the same thing as before. As you can see, my lord, you cannot justify a non-guilty verdict at this point in time. Very well. The court believes that cross-examination is in order. Attorney, the court orders you to begin the cross-examining this witness. Understood. This is too much. Our momentum turned against us just like that. The rumors about the prosecutor Van Zeeks were no joke. I wonder if he's like a cool dude like Edgeworth, you know? Because it's clear that he doesn't like the court system.
Yeah.
You know.
I think he's supposed to be more like a Von Karma, but
yeah, but Von Karma was a bad guy.
Cares more about
about justice. Von Karma was like, I want the perfect record, but this guy's like, the court justice sucks weenie. All right,
I'll never forget that one. Like how cool it was when Edward just turned the table and he was like, "Wait a minute, my only purpose here is to pursue truth," and like he just turns everything around and goes against his defendant.
Yeah. That was so cool. That was the Steel Samurai case and the third one, right? Wasn't it also the third one? What he was like, my witness is lying.
It was right at the end, yeah. It was right at the end.
It's so cool because like in later games too, they help each other, and it's like, oh my god, you guys are meant for each other. Just kiss. All right, let's see. That doesn't sound important, but I couldn't get any business. That's important. Why couldn't she get any business? What did you mean about not getting any business? Well, usually in the omnibus, the wind dies down at some point. Just a moment, please. What do you mean the wind dies down? Oh, that's just a phrase we use. By all means, the customer's on left and all, the coaching's all quiet and like. So when the wind dies down, that's your chance to leave your hiding spot. Pretty much. But that night, that old bloke was sitting in the seat in the old time. You know what else? That was a fast asleep. I was completely shut in. So you're saying that we're inside the trunk and under the seat the whole time until the incident occurred. Is that correct? Yep. Ain't that right, mister? Yes, indeed. Even I surely would have woken up, but I've been pushed up the cushion when I was lifted, yeah? So it would have been possible for this girl, Gina, to commit the crime. Supposedly. Okay. Why she screamed though? So you didn't get a good look at the crime scene inside the omnibus then? Nah. So like normally I would push up in the cushion and escape and scoop out my prey in secrecy. Your prey? The cushion on the seat. God damn it. The cushion on the seat. I let myself in order. Then the other is opposite and what? Thanks to that, not a lot of people choose to sit on it, you know what I mean? But at night, this block right here just sat on the seat to the old ride. So because of that, you couldn't see inside the coach, right? To be frank, I ain't into dock spaces. They make me feel a little claustrophobically like. But I tied myself there. I had tied myself there in order to make sure I haven't been found. Okay. That being the case, he would have given up being a pickpocket. But by the
no
looks
one
of
said
things,
there's extra translations in this game. What's good?
That's true.
What's going on,
was
translators?
Gucci. Yeah. Technically, he doesn't understand British either, or his English is very weak. She has her own troubles as it is. Anyways, I was right to be scared, but I ain't no other choice since I still have possible. It said it was a loud noise. Of course, it was nothing. Of course, it was enough to make us scream a little. Could that loud noise have been the sound of a person falling down on the floor? Question mark. I'm pretty sure that's what I thought it was. I can't really remember. Either way, I was startled. You could, and before you could stop yourself, you let out a shriek. Then, all of a sudden, the little cushion on me got lighter. That must have been when Mr. Megadol was helping the victim fall back up, right? Or perhaps it was when he got up from his seat and wanted to stab the victim sitting across him. Ah, shut up, that's wrong. Because if she heard the thud and then it got lighter, then that would have been wrong. Witness, at the time, did you happen to see what happened with your own very eyes? I did. When I pushed up the curtain with me, I had a little gander to the opening. It looked like the old block was sitting the other block back up on his seat. No, he stabbed him. He stabbed him. She saw him stab him. It had to be it, right? That lines up with Mr. Megadol's testimony. Then startlingly looked back towards me. All instinct-like, I tried to shrink back down. I thought this old geezer found me, but he let me get away. When Mr. Megadol found you, did he force you out of your hiding spot? I was right scared I was. He sat me in the opposite seat. That was when the victim, Mr. Motor, was sitting, right? Yeah, a knife was stabbed in him and he was bleeding like a civvy. Like a what? Oh, serious civvy. That one time, the couch shook suddenly, the boy fell on me. Oh! What if those are her gloves? What if those are her gloves? It was then that I got blood on me and I chalked right out. Blood on both hands. You know what the two-seat on the roof saw? Then you spoke with Mr. Megadol, correct? Oh, because she saw him stab on the side, right? Oh my god, what if Mr. Megadol did it? And then he like used her to cover up evidence. He spoke with Mr. Megadol, right?
Oh, he have her steal stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe offered her a lot of money because he has a loan shark, right?
Yeah. He asked me a bunch of questions, stuff like what's my name and why I was hiding and all that. But then I heard a blocked voice coming from the omnibus. That would have been the two men's seat on the roof, wouldn't it? I didn't want them to see my face, so I didn't look up at them. That's when the coach stopped. The old geezer pointed at the seat and said, "Quickly head in here, I hope you get away." Moments ago, all 6 jurors were in agreement over a non-guilty verdict. Not only for a single instant, though. Perhaps there's no denying that their feelings are shifting, so we can just find a decisive clue in this testimony. And this time, we'll win our non-guilty verdict for sure. I'm pretty sure you're right, and Seth, something's really bugging me. I just can't quite put my finger on it. Okay, I didn't do this one, so... In other words, you were already in the omnibus before I departed, correct? Yeah, that's right. I snuck in to steal, so it'd be weird for me to pay to get in, yeah? That's for sure. What kind of defense attorney would pay would you pay to defend someone? Defense, please do not ask me to swear by the twisted logic of this pickpocket. Anyways, it would seem that the mystery of the coach has been solved, yes? All patrons each paid 5 pence, so the coach win profit is 20 pence. The 5th patron, if you will, rode free of charge. Yes, that coachman will always eat up anything at the pub before the final trip, every time. That was when I decided to slip in the omnibus. Makes sense, don't it? However, the trunk under the seat you claim to have hidden yourself in was, in fact, full of maintenance too for the coach, was it not?
Oh, yeah. I barely made a dent in my food and I'm so full.
Man.
Oh, I think we found
I want to eat it too, but I ate so much fucking porridge. Yeah, brushes and buckets and odds and ends were all stored in there. Usually, I just take all the stuff out and toss it in the corner or something. None of the customers on board ever pay attention to it, surprisingly. However, when the PLEs were through the scene, upon being notified of the incident, indeed, the coachman's tools were still inside the trunk. Well, don't ask me about it. I wouldn't have a clue. I just piled up the coachman's stuff and hid myself in the trunk, that's all. Very well. Now then, please continue with your testimony. That's... Okay, so I pressed everything.
Uh-huh. She seems like she's telling the truth. She might be hiding some things, but she's telling the truth for the most part.
Okay, obviously since the guy's here, there's something he's hiding.
The gloves.
Okay, I'm gonna keep pressing then. It has to do with something. He has to have a reaction. Okay, no reaction. No reaction. No reaction. No reaction.
Interesting.
Okay. We just did this one and there's no reaction. No. Look how she flips that coin, it's so stylish.
Yeah.
I always wanted to learn how to do pen flipping and coin flipping. That sounds like a cool thing to know how to do. Like, look at me!
I should probably learn the pen flipping one. That way when I have a camera up when I stream, I'll go, it'll and then draw like a perfect circle.
Yeah, like when you're drawing and the camera's like facing your tablet.
Today I drew a perfect line.
You did? Wow.
It was perfect. It was amazing. I think they clipped it. It was awesome. I'm very proud.
That's an artist achievement right there.
Oh. Then suddenly he looked toward me.
He's like toward
with
me.
With the pistol from my bureau. If you fight him like a tiger. But he had strength and she had none. And yet they both reached for the gun. It's like the same thing, right? What was the guy? Billy what? Billy Flynn?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I know. It's the only attorney I know of.
I think it's this one right here. Oh, there it is.
Oh, his reaction.
Neither. Hello, bitch. What are you laughing? What you laughing at? What you laughing at? May I ask you a question, Mr. Meguda? Ah, I beg your pardon. Yeah, what is it, my good barista? Do you recall the events of Miss Lestrade? Barrister? Oh, Miss Lestrade described in her testimony? You appear to have been lost in thought. No, I was listening to her. I was struck by what a horrible sight it must have been for the poor girl. In truth, I too have these memories in my youth, but I was afraid of the dark. Well, everyone's afraid of the dark once. I'm still afraid of the dark, though. Time. To make up for the lack of vision, I would focus my hearing so that no sound would elude me. Now that I think of it, I might have been listening really carefully too. Then that means... Could you have heard something? Did you hear any strange noises? Nah, not really. All I could really hear was the sound of this old geezer's conkers blowing off. What? Oh, well, see, I've done a terrible misdeed to this sweet young lady. What did she just say?
Blown off, like, you know, like them being like, hey, you want to go down to the pub? And the other guy's like, hey.
Hey. Oh, that's a shame.
Like, you know, that kind of
if only she had heard something strange, it could have been a helpful clue. Yeah, it really could have. Was anything
or maybe
wrong
blowing off means like snoring, because he did say he was sleeping, right?
Yeah, it's extremely important. My lord, Miss Lestrade's testimony just now is incredibly important. Important? But according to the witness earlier remarked, she didn't hear a single thing. That's exactly why it's so important. That's right, it must be important. I can't say I understand this black-clad Asian's attorney train of thought. It's so weird when I hear a game with script like that, because, like, it's not often that they'll do a script like that, you know? Anyways, like, I think Kentucky was the setting for the first Ace Attorney. Like, it's like in Central America. It's so weird. Or, I mean, it's technically Japan, but when they translated it, it's like Central America.
Like Neo-America, whatever.
Yeah. Either way, witness. Gina Lestrade. Please append your latest remark to your testimony. Huh? A pen? What do you mean, like? Don't be using words on me. I won't get what you're trying to say. Good grief. She's stupid. So listen, I was going in all out and all I could hear was snoring. Snoring?
Yeah, I guess blowing off, right?
So the whole time after... Oh, blowing off. Yeah, that's what she meant. So the whole time after getting in the coach, you were listening to everything. Well, I don't know if it was the whole time. Huh? When I first got in the trunk, there was nobody else around. So I lifted the cushion and looked around the coach there. When I saw the geezer get in the coach, I sunk back into the trunk. Then Mr. Megadol sat on top of your head.
Oh.
Uh-huh. What a blooming tart. Then I spent the whole time listening to whatever I could. I was plotting the skedaddling as soon as I heard the block get off. But, though the coach kept stopping, starting all over, I ain't ever heard the door open once. All I could do was sound of the old geezer conkers blowing off. There's something about Gina's testimony just now. It's contradictory.
Where? How so?
Because she said she never heard the door open, and it was when Mr. Medula got on. But that means the witness should have the victim should have gotten on too. On top of that, she only heard snoring. When did he die then? It contains a glaring contradiction. What? A contradiction? My word.
You got that big brain.
Indeed. But that appears that even our Asian exchange student has noticed that much. Security Van Zeeks, did he notice it as well? Defense, we request that you present evidence, or that you name a suspect. Yes, my lord. Now, reveal us this contradiction you've discovered. That night, when Gina was hiding in the omnibus, she said she heard nothing other than Mr. Megudal snoring. However, there was something else that could have produced an audible noise.
There is?
The defense will present its thoughts on the matter. That night, Mr. Lastre heard something inside the omnibus. It would have been very strange if she didn't have something related to this person, the victim! The thrice-fired motor. I fucking love that name. Fucking love that name so much. That's right, the sound she should have heard was the sound of the victim entering the omnibus.
That's true, actually.
Order!
Wait a minute.
Order! Attorney, what is the meaning of this? Miss Lestrade, there's something that I want to confirm with you. You were the first to enter the omnibus, is that correct? Yeah, I was already on board when the coachman was munching at the pub. Then the next person who boarded on was Mr.
Megalodon.
Yes. Oh, yes, baby. That's when I boarded. There was no one inside the coach, yeah? At least nobody I could see. And nobody else boarded with you, is that right, Mr. Megudal? That's correct. I make a habit of riding the bus alone, you see. Plus, when I peeked out to the cushions, the old geezer was boarding all alone. After that, you said the omnibus stopped several times, but you never heard the sound of the door opening. No mistakes so far, correct? Right. I was on high alert. If that door had opened, I definitely would have missed it. It explains to me just one thing. When exactly could the victim have boarded the omnibus? The victim's corpse was found inside the coach after all. In other words, Miss Lestrade, your testimony is contradictory. Gee, what? So, you think, okay, is it possible that he was sleeping, someone stabbed him, and placed his body in there? But that wouldn't make sense either.
That wouldn't make sense, because then they would have told us how many times the car has stopped.
Yeah,
how else would he have gotten in there?
Wait.
Like, everyone saw his body.
But okay. If it stopped more than 4 times, there's something wrong. It's possible that he was poisoned.
So the first time is for every single person, right?
Yeah, she stopped at the pub, she went in, and then he went in later. And she said it stopped a bunch of times, but she never heard the door open, which is what the tricky part is. Why didn't she hear the door open? Let's see. Alright, correct. This little pickpocket's testimony holds a major contradiction. Lord Van Zeeks. I thought so. The contradiction is in her testimony. Didn't escape the prosecutor either. Hey. It looks like I owed the defense my thanks. What are you talking about? You've made it all clear now. This witness and her entire testimony, you can't put stock on any of it. She's just spouting convenient lies. Could she be lying? Well, we should know it's true. Oh, the victim had boarded the omnibus. The victim had to board it. There's no other way. Yeah. She called it herself a pickpocket. Of course she's suspicious.
Granny, no!
That girl was ready. She was like, get that camera on me, sonny. I'm gonna make this fire in. She didn't even say a single word.
Oh, me.
We shouldn't be racist just because she's a little thief. But girls shouldn't lie either. Why, you got that right. Foreman, I am not going to discriminate just because she's a thief. But hey, damn it, anyone who would lie. Naruto, now 5 of the jurors believe that he's guilty. 1 for the homies, 2 for me, and 3 for you. It appears that these naive little Oriental children. God.
Oriental children?
He called me an Oriental child, dude. Have saved me a fear meat of effort. Cheers for you. This is one for you. This is for your country. Or is what? He like this is for your country. He just smashes the bottle. Exquisite. God, what you done? This is all your fault. Whose side are you on, you filthy cheating? Oh, I'm not gonna say that. He called me a racist term.
Yeah,
it's like a beautiful edition of hell. Junior 2 is the only one left. No, this doesn't look good. Right now, I need to reveal some new possibilities, or else they'll reach a new guilty verdict. I know, but I mean that's the game, you know. I really want to believe in our very own celebrity, Mr. Megudal, but accepting the cruel truth has come to as part of a certain servant's duty. Hold it! Hold it! Yes, it's true. There was a major contradiction in her testimony. However, if that testimony still happens to be true, we might find a new possibility appears. What? Barrister! Oh? What exactly do you mean? Defense! Won't let you stand there and try to buy time. We want to know your thoughts immediately. Wow. That evening, the victim was not present when our suspect entered the coach. Yet, from that moment onward, this witness claims that the door was never opened. As a matter of fact, tell us, the victim's corpse was on the floor of the coach. If this little pickpocket girl testimony is somehow true, how come the victim had possibly entered the coach? The victim somehow appeared in the coach. One reason is possible. He didn't use the door, he was left there, he boarded first.
But if he was left there, wouldn't everyone have known about it?
What if he was left there as luggage? What if he was inside the thing, and that's what she took out? And she didn't know.
But if that's what she took out, why would she take it out after the fact?
Well, let's think about the let's
If he didn't
see.
use the door, what else would he have used? The skylight? No.
Yeah, we already talked about the skylight being impossible to open. It's impossible to say that he boarded first, but let's take a double check.
Why would that be impossible to say he boarded first?
Maybe there's a door that we missed. Look, it looks like you see. It's bad news.
Check the front seat. Oh no, didn't look at anything. This slide down there.
Yeah.
Or maybe that thing.
Well, I can't check under the cart either. I can't examine that part. I can only assume he was left there. He was already there. I feel like he was already dead.
Yeah. But why would he keep a glove that was bloody if he was already dead? And look, he bleeded. He bleeded everywhere.
Yeah. This is bloodstain, isn't it? Yeah.
There's bleed everywhere.
There's something the matter? No, it's just this bloodstain that really stands out. And yet, Prosecutor Van Zeeks hasn't said a word about it. Shoot, it just strikes me a bit odd. I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. Just what's going on? Yeah. And it's impossible. Let me see. Because it said they can't open the skylight. It's pretty easy enough to witness. Can't see the final. So the opening the skylight from the inside. So opening the skylight from the inside of the coach must not be possible. Maybe he did enter from the top. Let's check.
And the thud, the loud noise she heard. What if it was his body just falling in? That would explain the blood and why he had to pick him up, right?
Oh my god, what if he was murdered on top? Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense, but wouldn't these people have seen it then if that was the case?
Well, it was parked outside of a pub at the dead of night, remember? It happened at 10 to 11 p.m. And they were the first customers.
But why would they throw his body on top? Wouldn't there be evidence on the top of the wagon too? Why would they put his body on top and not just through the doors if that was the case?
Let's see. Let's double check the inside first.
He didn't know about her, so what would the difference be?
Oh, there's the handle. Right there, the handle. Yeah, it looks like you can really see what's going. Yeah, that thing has a handle. He didn't use that door. Yeah, I think. Okay, I think what's happening. He was thrown on top, and the murder happened on top, and then they threw his body on the floor, and that was the thud they heard.
Yeah.
And that's when Megudal.
It was a planned murder, but he didn't do it.
I don't think he did it then. I think he's telling.
But then how did that guy get his 20 pence? Who did he charge if not him? Okay, so he charged Megundal, right? Who was sitting in the top. That mean the other, those other two witnesses. One of them's the murderer. Yeah. We can only assume one of them's the murderer than the other two, because if we're looking at the penance and he charged the 4 customers, then the victim, the defendant, and the 2 witnesses. The 2 witnesses were on top, saying that they saw, they blah blah blah, they witnessed the murder. But they said they heard the thud, which is why they looked down, right? Wasn't that what they said? Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens then. But he clearly didn't use that door. Keep in mind that the door never opened. There's only one possibility. We have to consider that the victim entered not through the door, but somewhere else. Unless you're telling me the skylight has no door. I was beginning to wonder the dark line and logic you desperation might lead you on. Oh, was that wrong then? Look carefully at the omnibus. One side of the coach, there's a door, and the other side, windows. But the windows cannot be opened. Therefore, there is no somewhere else he could have entered to.
Objection.
I can imagine one possibility at least. What? I can think of one other way. I just said, what? I can think of one possibility. What? I can think of one other way. What? There is another way possible.
What?
Besides the door that the victim could have appeared from. Yeah, so it was the skylight. It had a handle. They just didn't clarify that it had a handle. Very well. What does the court order show us? On the omnibus, which of the crime took place? So I was right. It was here.
Yeah.
I think Zelda scared me. Could I? Obviously, he entered through the skylight. Skylight? You had no words potent enough to rebut that foolish claim. Hey, shut the fuck up. If the skylight was wide enough, it should have been possible to drop through it. That's not the point. Do you have any evidence to base your absolute outburst on?
Absolutely not.
When then were they in the omnibus? If Mr. Megundal and Miss Lastrate heard a loud noise as if a person had fallen. Well, yes. That must have been the sound of the victim being stabbed and falling to the floor. However, if you fell from your seat to the floor, would that really make a loud noise? It must have been loud enough to make Miss Lastrate scream after all. You can't be saying. At that moment, the victim appeared from the skylight. No, rather than appear, what I should say is he dropped down from the skylight. You're saying he fell into the coach from above? What nonsense! That is impossible. What makes you so sure? If you claim he dropped from the skylight is true, then the people seated on the roof coach should have witnessed his descent. But as you should know, they did not mention that in their testimony. That's true, but... Might I interject for a moment? Oh, Mr. Megudol. Certainly. What Lord Van Zeek says is true. The two seated on the roof didn't say a word regarding the victim's descents, but if you ask me, it would be like an inaccurate to say that they did not mention that. You see, they couldn't mention that. What? Huh? It would seem that those two gentlemen
were drunk?
Might have a reason preventing them from speaking the truth. Don't you feel the same way, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Then might you be saying that the two seated on the roof were the ones who used the knife? Eek! See, it's possible those two were actually the murderer. Whoa, here they come. What in the world y'all doing? What was that just now? That's what we want to know. What the heck was that? What kind of motion was that? I won't take this lying down. Oh yeah, you're right. I won't take this lying down. Ah, damn it! Even if I could, I must disagree with this. This is what we mean to convey, Mr. Fairplay. As if it's just saying that I, or even I, had stabbed the victim with a knife. It galls me. I firmly object to your accusations. Objection. Yes, your accusation. We object. Whoa. Oh shit, dude. This is crazy. Oh shit, dude. Well, those are two innocent. The court will not allow unexpected witnesses to stand. Wait. Return to the waiting room. But this is far too cruel. This wounds us deeply. Sure you all understand that? My lord, might I make a proposal? What is it, Lord of Van Zeeks? The defense would like to side that ignored the rules in the court in the first place. They indict these witnesses without basis, spitting on the idea of proper procedures. Indicted? I never meant it like that. It seems that your English is lacking in practice, Japanese boy. The victim dropped down from the skylight. You cannot hypothesize that without first positioning that the passengers on the roof were involved. Thus, you have branded their testimony a lie and came to the conclusion that they are criminals. I mean, I didn't say they're criminals, but I said they might be lying. This is an unjust I cannot say that word in this great British. It's hard to say with the accent. Declaration in the Great Britain. There's no evidence to back up this hypothesis. I know it's unreasonable, but I can't just stand and watch this end here. Hiya! What are you doing? Let him testify. I knew that would be a weird. It was suspicious from the very beginning. This far, we got nothing to do but settle now. We must dispose of the filth in the society. Testify. No, what in heaven's name is happening? The entire courtroom is hounding for blood. Oh man, this is crazy. Rooftop witness? Yes, sir. The court orders you to testify again. This time, speak regarding the defense's accusations. Ugh. All right then. I didn't mean to. Oh shit, this guy is sus, dude. Oh shit. No time to think. All I can do now is press on.
You're gonna catch him in his lie, and then you're gonna put the pin in his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But it's an accusation.
That's something people say, right?
I think. There was only two of us on the roof seats. That's true. If an incident happened in a place like that, there's no way it would go unnoticed. I didn't even think the victim in the first damn place. There's no way I would. The skylight was always shut. We weren't able to open it. And the victim fell through the skylight, as you claim, and I demand evidence. Indeed. As far as the testimony goes. If one look at the witness has truly committed such an obvious act, I cannot imagine they have gone unnoticed by other witnesses. Right, that's right, I say. Yeah, like I say, we swear that. Then it would be a different story. According to Scotland Yard's investigation, Who the fuck is Scotland Yard? Am I gonna meet Scotland Yard? There are no signs that these two have been collaborating. Ha! I don't trust the police or the rich. What is this atmosphere? Even though the flow of this trial's advantages are our side, why do you feel such a unease? Now then, attorney, your cross-examination. Yes, my lord. Huh.
It feels wrong. There's a lie on top of a lie.
Yeah. Okay, there's only two of you, that's true. Alright. The victim, Mr. Motor, didn't come up to the roof. Right, correct. Indeed, he did not. Wow, there's 4 witnesses on here. No doubt about it. You don't get it by now. That's right. That's I saw it. The victim was inside the coach talking to this man. Is that true, defendant? Oh dear. I don't like to have to repeat myself. I was alone in the omnibus. What's more, I was sleeping. Nonsense. I'm sure of it. It was definitely someone. And do you have any evidence of that? Huh? Evidence, baby. Do you have it? In a modern trial, evidence is everything. There's no harm in remembering that. But I saw it. I know I did. Oh, this is crazy, dude.
Look at the girl.
This is like yeah. This is like kangaroo court, man. It's like 4 people arguing. Whoops.
Just like kangaroos, 4 people arguing inside 1 human skin.
It was around 10 o'clock when Instacar on the last trip of the night, correct? Wouldn't it have been dark outside, making it difficult for you both to see very well? No. What do you? No. What do you mean? What a stupid thing to say. If that's the case, then perhaps you dozed off for a moment instead. Well, that's. I mean, that's. Why are you getting flustered? How about you go out there on a frigid night yourself and see if you can doze off? I thought for sure I'd never be able to pry my eyelids apart again. I see. Something must have been extremely cold then. That's right, this man locked the coach up from inside. We knocked on the door, but he wouldn't even open us for it. For that, I must express my sincere apologies. I was sound asleep. I didn't even notice. Liar, at the time you were talking to someone inside the coach. It was quite cold that night. It would have not been so strange for you to have seen some sort of illusion. Illusion? Oh, wow.
Watch.
Wow.
It's gonna have something to do with the freezing cold in the end.
Yeah. It appears pursuing this point would be fruitless. Well, the thing is, they haven't really introduced, like, science-y-like stuff yet. If you're gonna label me as a suspect, then it'd only be fair to label you both as such as well. Equal. Free competition is the base of the emergency capitalist society. I don't want to be a part of it.
He's so cute.
I don't even know the victim in the first place. The victim, thrice fired motor. Sub Ace. Did you never met him before the incident? Right, absolutely right. I've absolutely never met him. That's what he's trying to say. Mr. Lady First, is that true for you as well? Of course, just because I'm a simple hater. I don't think that has anything to do with it. In other words, what we try to say is we're absolutely unrelated to these people. Oh, hell no. Whoa. Oh, this is sus. Excuse me, Mr. Megudol, if I may. Why, yes, of course, Mr. Barrister.
Why does the French eat snails?
Why do the French eat snails? Why?
They don't like fast food. Hey, I got an S card. Get the fuck out of here.
Did that testimony jog your memory about anything? So these two are completely unrelated to this case. Uh-oh. He's got dirt, dude. What are you going on about?
Have information.
Master Fairplay. It's been quite some time, yeah, hasn't it? You know, I believe it's about that time. Your deadline is fast approaching. Let's see, I believe it was 20 Genus. You borrowed from me, of course, Guinness. That can't be legal. Such outrageous interest rates, you deceive me. So, one might safely say that you're harboring some resentment feelings towards me, yes? So much that you might have such a motive to cast your own sins upon me. And then we have you, Master Lady First. Me? What about me? You're a miller, a crafter of hats. Did you perchance also make that very fine silk hat you've got there? Huh? Well, I'm in training, you see. I take customers' measurements and I make a hat that fits them just right. Fits them just right. That seems a bit too personalized, don't you think? But we do have customers who say they really like such personalities. For instance, the victim, Mr. Thrice Fire Motor. What? Just a while ago, I saw a photo of the crime scene was submitted to evidence, but yes, that would be the one. Are you telling me he made that hat too?
Yeah, look at that
this
hat.
This is a very unique silk hat. I can't help but feel as I've seen it before. Ah! I made this. All bricklaying victims have been a customer of yours. Oh shit, I wager there's been some manner of dispute over that unique hat. Huh? No way, I've never.
He changed his voice.
I know. In short, what I'm trying to say is, you're two fine gentlemen and by no means unrelated to this case. And that is all there is to it. Oh, absurd. It feels like he's doing a better job defending himself than I am. Mrs. Megudal has certainly done his research, hasn't he? Now, how about we continue this trial? Wait a minute. Wait. What did I get from that information then? Maybe there's something in here. Okay. Well, I don't really... Oh, I actually never checked the knife now I think about it. This is the knife scabbard. What's the matter then, Huddle? Oh, it's nothing, sorry. Just got a little uncomfortable around blades. Really now? I never expect to hear that from a man carrying the mother of all blades on his hip. The katana is different. It's not a blade. It's a Sugi's soul. Anyways, oh, it's so hot! Anyways, I'll go ahead and remove the scarab. Oh, ooh. The blood is really dry. It's stained with what looks like blood. Doubtlessly, this blood must have been the victim's. Looks like English blood and Japanese blood both stained in the same color. Yeah. Of course they do. Sorry, I know, but we only just arrived in London today, so the contradiction between these emotions is almost too much for me to handle. I'm well acquainted with that feeling. The M. Oh, you're down the Crystal Chronicles? Oh shit. Alright. I gotta get this game.
I gotta wait till I'm done with this round a minute.
Okay. Yes, with lovely craftsmanship. This gold filling must have cost him a fortune. Oh. I see. What? We've been staring at this M, but if you turn it upside down, it's a W! This is a great turnabout we really need. You say it's a W? I know, we just reached the truth behind this evidence. I don't know what you're going on about, but this is clearly just an M. Ugh, that was a short-lived fantasy.
Aw. That's what I said, though. I said if you turn it upside down, it'll be a W.
They released it early, you can buy it right now. Okay. But is the game officially out? No, right?
Yes.
Can you play it? That's the question.
Yes. Remember when I said I hope they release it at 9 o'clock? It's because of Western time. You're allowed to get it at midnight.
But can you play it, though?
I say Western? Yeah, Western time. Western? Eastern. Eastern time. Proceed to purchase.
Oh yeah, right there. $30. $30. Alright, I'm just gonna power it off and get it after. I'm sure it won't take that long to download. I don't know, the victim, the good dying place. There's no way I would know. Was always sure we weren't able to open it. Look at him, he's like rocking his horse. The skylight was closed, is that correct? Wow, that's of course, that's There's no doubt about it. That's what he's trying to say. See here, direct your attention towards the omnibus. Indeed. Behold, even now it's not firmly, is it not firmly shut?
Hiccups,
Well,
I'm so
now...
sorry.
What?
I got hiccups. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm sure it's absolutely necessary that a body could have dropped you down there. What? And simply look how large that skylight is. No. Size has nothing to do with it. I asked you to try to look at the big picture here. Oh, great. Once before, I was riding that omnibus and, well, you see, I broke wind. I farted. I farted real bad. I even surprised myself.
Shut up.
He broke wind. Why are you admitting this all of a sudden? Oh, hang on. See, at this time, I tried to open the skylight. But I just couldn't get it to open, so I stunk up the inside. I started blushing and broke out a sweat, and I could feel everyone staring at me. And why are you confessing to this again? Well, that's in other words, the skylight can't be opened. I tried to open it from the inside.
Hello.
I'm looking at the evidence. Yeah, it's just cosmetics. I saw this. Excuse me, Miss Lestrade. Miss Lestrade. It does open. It does open. Huh? You're talking about the skylight, right? Whoa.
Is that a gun?
It's a smoke gun. That thing's open just fine. It seemed like using that weapon of yours just fine, though. Ridiculous. I mean, when I tooted. You can't get it open from inside, you know. What? Not too long ago, I chose to ride there in the roof of that coach. The things went well enough, said. In fact, I even made off with a pocket full of wallets. Refrain from boasting about your compliments as a pickpocket. But then, some fine bloom scary appeared. When I went to pinch the fourth block wallets, suddenly they spotted me. They all came to bleaming on me. I wasn't even able to top off the coach to get away. So I opened the skylight at me feet and I escaped. I just did the lock. I just undid the lock. How could that be? The skylight locks on the roof, so you can't open it from the inside. You can't open it from the inside? Bailiff, please attempt to open the skylight. Post haste. Right there, it's locked. So you can't unlock it. That's kind of dangerous, isn't it? But I guess it is necessary for like an escape route, you know, like, you know, emergency escape. You see? Whoa, okay, so it does open. That was true. See, that was kind of obvious. Like, you can clearly see that there's a handle. Order. I'm pretty that young lady's testimony is true. So the skylight could have been opened from the rooftop. Naruto, this new information will become a vital clue for us. Now, defense, please resume your cross-examination. Yes, my lords. The skylight can be opened, huh? Maybe I should double-check it. The skylight is locked shut by this latch. Now it's been unfastened. It should be possible to open this. Alright. Let's go inside. See what this is all about. Oh, you see that, Diggy?
Blood.
Motherfucking blood. I suppose if there's a skylight open about this far, then a gentleman of, say, your size could likely be kicked down through it. Hey, why does it have to be me? Ah! Susato, what's the matter? Look here! There's no mistaking it. It's a bloodstain. Why would a bloodstain be left in a place like this? Maybe it could be very related to the case. No shit.
I think this has something to do with the murder. Uh-huh.
I got your evidence right here, son. Boom!
Objection.
That night, the victim was stabbed by someone with a knife and he lost his life. Can you do me a favor?
Depends.
Can you buy Crystal Chronicles for me? I mean, with my money, obviously, and download it while I'm playing this, because I don't want to like stop to do that, but I do want to make sure it's downloaded and ready to go. Give me 1 second. All right. The decisive piece of evidence that proves this was clearly left behind within the omnibus itself. Huh?
Hey,
That's
everyone, get those
preposterous.
pens and pencils ready. I'm gonna read to you
Such
Larry's
evidence.
number.
562-256-256-662-222. There you go.
All right, use a different credit card number, please.
111-111-1111. John Wick,
2,
excommunicado.
4. Shut up.
Such evidence. It can't possibly exist. Yeah, because we're not no criminals. You'd think the decisive evidence is inside the omnibus. I mean, dude, did you not? Did you? I can imagine, like, once we discover this new stuff, me and him are just looking at her like, yep, that's bloodstain. Yep, that's bloodstain. Defense. Sir, it appears we must require a more detailed indiction. Where on the omnibus? Oh my god, come on. We know where. You know? And was like, why don't I like this game? Or why don't I like this kid? I'm like, because it's so obvious, and they're just they're just ringing around the rosy.
You don't like this game?
I mean, I like it, but like how we didn't like the second case.
On. Yeah.
Like this, like why couldn't they just say there's bloodstain on the window rather than point to where the evidence is? Like, bitch, it's
Very
right here.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a bloodstain, huh? This bloodstain proves two things. When the incident occurred, the skylight of the coach was open. And furthermore, the victim passed through the skylight while bleeding. Oh. So at very least, for Mr. Megudal, who was inside the coach, this crime was impossible. You lie! Wait. What is that? What if Megudal was like a master like ninja and threw a knife at him at the top? Oh, what if that's possible?
What are you talking about?
Okay, think about it. Medulla, okay, is sitting on the opposite side where he could see the guy, right? He throws the knife, or he stabs him from far range, okay? Hits him in the stomach. He falls into the skylight.
Off the horse, jumps all the way back, just 3 leaps in the air, his back on his sleep, and instantly
falls.
falls.
Like, think about it. What if he was sitting, like, in vision of it, you know, where he's sitting at the front? It hits him in the stomach, and he falls down. Let's see. But the blood could have just splattered from inside. How riches would it be for the blood to land on a skylight hatch? What? Furthermore, the skylight can only be opened from the rooftop seats, correct? I couldn't have opened it at all. But we can't really know for sure where the body fell to the sky. It's not enough for the great Julius. I asked the court to examine the omnibus floor. With what we know, these stains could have only been from one thing. Traces left by the fallen victim. Rest his soul. Oh no! You lie! My fellow jurors, I think we can all agree on a non-guilty verdict. Indeed, I've come to realize who's the real filth here. The hell is this? The wool pull over our eyes the entire time. How dare they stole the inside of the guild's coach? I was the only one who had it right after all. Shut up, Grady. Wow, right then. On 3, everyone. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3. Igari. Oh, shit. I must commend you. Konsni Mugundul. What do you mean, Lord Barak V6? Bloodstains on the skylight. Such evidence is invalid. What? What are you talking about? There is but one reason, not 2, not 3, but one reason for my certainty. Those traces never existed to begin with. What? What are you saying? Any way you look at it, you can clearly see that this is bloodstain. I, myself, was present for Scotland Yard's investigation. The investigation unit searched the omnibus from top to bottom. Ergo, I am able to assess this with utmost certainty. Are you telling me no traces ever existed? At the very least, it was true when the trial began. Oh shit, that means it was during the tampering. So then, the bloodstains. Someone forged it during this very trial. What? Oh dear. I can't believe Lord Baron von Zeeks of all people would make such a reckless remark. I'm Costins Magundo, a celebrity of our dearest city of London. Thus, I compelled to firmly oppose any baseless slander, even if it comes from the so-called Grim Reaper. Costins Magudal, you have never once taken the witness stand until today's trial, and yet I have felt your influence in the shadows of many crimes. Oh shit, this guy is fucking... Oh shit, this guy, I think this guy had people... I think he paid the girl to forge the evidence too, without lifting a finger. You involved yourself.
Maybe he framed the guy saying that he would forgive his dad as long as he was involved in the murder too.
Yeah, maybe he's an accomplice too, yeah. Without lifting a finger, you would involve yourself in a great number of incidents. And then, you tamper with them that you are liking. He tampers with others? What was that?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was outside. I got worried. As he interreaches by his utterly crimes, he felt that his well could accomplish anything, twisting evidence, interfering with crime scenes, and bribing witnesses to speak as he will. Oh, he probably bribed the thief. All of it to create a convenient tale beneficial to him alone. Dearie May, what utter nonsense! Don't you agree, my good barrister? Oh, shit! It's at this point, it's him. It's gotta be him. It's gotta be him, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. You've heard the prosecution desperate claims, right? When the trial started, the bloodstain did not exist. But if you recall, ever since the trials began, the omnibus has been right here in plain view. I've never had a chance to forge a fake bloodstain. Isn't that right, barrister? He's right. The omnibus has been in front of our very eyes this whole time. Our attorney. Let us hear your own thoughts and your own words from your own mouth, from your own eyes, with your own voice, Smoks. Understood. During the trial, could someone have forced a bloodstain in this coach? It was possible. A defense attorney stands in court for his client's sake, but I'm starting to think that there's something even more important. There may have been no evidence that the defendant did something like that. However, if he had even a single chance to do so, it's entirely possible. What? What is this? Precisely. It seems that our Oriental attorney wants no part in building up the smoke screen of falsehood. Falsehood? Everyone in this courtroom should clearly remember this. This trial had taken a single recess, thanks to the smoke bomb set off by this witness, Miss Lestrade. Yep, that very moment. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. What's going on? No, don't worry, Bella, don't let the discredit the omnibus. The court demands an excessive recess. The middle of the defendant in the courtroom. That was a memory. The smoke completely obscured the vision of the courtroom and descended into chaos. We were all forced out to the waiting room lobby as a result. In that single moment, it would have been very possible to approach the omnibus. Don't you toy with me. What are you playing at, you filthy amateurish upstart? Amateurish upstart? You'll know, Boris Barrister. This This is some kind of conspiracy. Whether he is a barista or an amateurish upstart, the fact remains unchanged. After the trial smoke bomb-induced recess ended, there appears to be a number of oddities in the omnibus. Explain these oddities. First was the trunk beneath the seats. When the police examined it, they confirmed the driver's tool was inside. And as for the bloodstains on the skylight, like before, it does not exist when the trial began this morning. However, Lord Van Zeeks, I'm afraid to say it, but neither of these facts were confirmed during this trial. That's right. When the omnibus was brought before the court, they were both closed. As such, it's difficult to confirm any fabrication of the crime scene. Quite so. It is possible that not a single person in this would be able to confirm for certainty. What do you think, Naruhodo? Susato? In the omnibus, are there any other traces of evidence you find unnatural? You want to take a look with me? Just take a look. It's something unnatural. Reading rainbow.
Oh wait, something else unnatural? Isn't it the... It's not the license plate, is it?
No. It's gotta be
inside the thing then, right?
Right? It's gotta be.
Because they haven't brought up that the luggage is missing.
Oh, now I think about it. Was this bloodstain even here? This bloodstain is also fake.
How are you sure?
Just look at the color. This bloodstain matches the one on the top here. This bloodstain on the bottom is also fake. It looks too fresh. Think about it. The colors aren't the same. If the colors were the same, the blood would have been the same. Yeah. My lord. Here's a defense. There is one more spot in the omnibus which bears traces of evidence that should not exist. What? What are you trying to say this time, barista? If you plan to betray me, you better watch your back. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. The defendant will cease with his worthless ranting. The court will eagerly wait the defense's answer. This trial is a blend of truth and falsehoods. Just where is this going to take us next? It seems it's up to you to show us the answer. Oh, it should show us the answer. The third unnatural trace that appears the crime scene is... It's the blood. That's the only thing, right? Let me see. Let me double check. Yeah, it has to be the blood. The blood's the only thing that's unnatural. If we assume that the victim was stabbed on the rooftop and dropped through the skylight, then it's only natural that there would be a large bloodstain just below. But as far as I can remember, when this omnibus was first presented to the court, there wasn't a bloodstain here. See? Even that's the thing. Yeah, the bloodstain wasn't there too. I thought that was weird. The thing is, we literally took a day break. That's why we didn't connect the pieces together. Now that you say it, I feel as though you may be correct. Well said. And to assert such a thing as his attorney, for once, that was no thoughtless blunder. I like the judges. 'Cause I feel like the judges' A's are supposed to represent the actual player, you know? The judges ask all the questions. The judges ask why, when, where. And those are the exact questions that the player are asking. And I feel like it's not that the judge is stupid. I feel like the judge represents the player. Because they're the ones who hand down the verdict, if you think about it. You know?
Yeah, like, what about this? And what about that? Like, we ask all the important questions.
I feel like that's the whole point. And also the judge is also good comedy relief. If the judge was serious all the time, it would be quite annoying. But I can't deny the possibility that someone maliciously forged evidence inside the omnibus. Oh shit, this guy's mad. This trial is over. Mr. Megiddo, up until now, I cooperated with this court to the full extent of my ability, but now it's finished. But you're the defendant, so I said this trial is... Oh shit, he's angry. Memory! You all know it means nothing. Look, the facts. These traces are the truth. But it's been through. He's wasted all this time. Lord Reaper over there, he can't present any concrete evidence. Really? The Grim Reaper? What a joke. Well, my lord. I have not played that one, no. I don't want to play it just because it has puzzles in it. It's not what I'm playing the game for, you know? So I don't want to play Phoenix Wright crossover. Indeed. Memory is not a valid evidence. Oh, the bloodstain of the crime scene does indeed exist in a perimeter. So as long as there's no way to prove that they previously did not exist, then it is impossible to prolong this trial any longer. But... Do you have any comments, Lord Von Zeke? This guy's cool. The prosecution has presented all the testimonies and evidence we had to offer. That is all. Understood. If all, that's, you know what, this is probably why he left court for so long. And then when this guy got involved, he came up as prosecutor because he wanted to trial him. He wanted to put him in jail. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If all the possibilities have been discussed, the court may move to its verdict. As a formality, the court would like to confirm the defense's stance. What does he mean, formality? It seems at this rate, Mr. Megiddo will receive a not guilty verdict. Not guilty, huh? It would be our victory. Is this really okay? Should I really end the trial like this? Defense, deliver your closing statement. Understood. Wait, understood. The defense pleads inconclusive evidence. I am the appointed attorney of the defense, Constantine Megiddo. However, at this point in time, I can't decisively plead that he is not guilty. What's this? It's true that there is no evidence conclusive enough to prove that he committed the crime. However, I do not believe that his innocence can be proven yet either. How's life, everyone? Wait, I thought you were trying to save him. Yay, Skeletor, you came in really late. So, to give you a quick summary, it's crazy. We found that we found the existing fifth person was a thief who was hiding under the seat. What happened was she tried to escape and she smoke bombed. That's where we ended. She smoked on the courtroom. There's a recess, and then we proved that the main thing was that there's a fifth person. She was involved. We tried to decipher the witness, what she said. We found out that the murder happened on top of the roof, and that he fell down. But then we also found out that the crime scene was tampered with, and that there's false evidence. So the crime was pinned on the two witnesses on top, but now there's false evidence, so we don't know for sure what's going on. And so we're kind of saying there's inconclusive evidence, and it kind of looks like Megudal is the murderer right now, or that he's not innocent at least. This is completely unprecedented. The defense is, he isn't arguing for the defendant's innocence. I was wrong to accept you as my defense. Well, you've put in quite a wonderful show, even at the very end. Go on, take your tip. Oh yeah, he's an asshole. Look at this guy. Your job's done here. Thank you for all you've done for me today. What do you mean? As an honorable Lord Judge so adeptly said just a moment ago, as long as this trial cannot continue, then the defense pleads, as the word implies, remains nothing but a formality. Yeah, I'll take the spot as soon as I can. Oh my god, there's no way he's gonna get away just like that. Wait, he forgot about the jurors though. Oh, what the heck's going on? Even for us, this situation is too much for us to handle. Ultimately, the evidence is real. If only we could close our eyes and dispose of all the filth. Death to all the money bags. That's the only way for our world to know peace. Doubting the man who donated that beautiful park. Oh, I've embarrassed myself. Oh my god, really? As long as the situation stands, it will be impossible to continue this trial. A verdict cannot be passed. Thus, we shall heed the defendant's request. But wait, what's gonna happen then? You're just delaying it? You have my gratitude, my lord. Without further ado, this is now the time for the verdict. But we still don't know if the bloodstains on the coach are real or not. Even if these witnesses' testimonies are true or full of lies, we still don't know a single thing about the truth. Lord Van Zeeks. Yes. This is all due to the prosecution's lack of sufficient proof. That is all there is to it. Oh. The possibility remains that illegal forged evidence was planted on the omnibus. The court believes that the prosecution is to blame for this. Shit, really? He's getting blamed? My sincerest apologies. But at the time, Prosecutor Van Zeeks did in fact issue an order to preserve the omnibus. Ultimately, he's the one at fault for this. He cannot avoid his responsibilities. No. As of yet, the court cannot pass a guilty verdict. Therefore, there is no need to leave the verdict to the juniors. What? And today's been a quite rough, Prosecutor Van Zeeks, for you and, for my esteemed barista as well. What's the point of us? Wow, what's the point of us even standing to begin with? These are simply the laws of the Great British Empire courtrooms, yeah? If you want to keep this trial in session, then why not start by changing the law? Damn. Konsni Megundal. Oh, is there still something you like to say from the great Megadal? Allow me to give you but a single warning. Do not think that this is over. Holy shit. Oh, is he really? No way. There's no way. I look forward to your next reaping then. Ah ha ha ha. Now, I will announce the verdict of Kosni Magundal. Are you kidding me? This guy's getting away? Holy shit.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
Damn.
Oh, this feels wrong, dude.
That just got interesting.
Is this even possible? This is all wrong. Don't do the evidence again. What are you talking about? Even his suspicion hasn't his suspicion all been cleared up? Holy shit. The courthouse fell into a second round of chaos as the verdict was passed down. My first trial in the Great British Empire had ended, with the clients innocent. In other words, our victory. Oh, holy shit, dude. To be continued,
Yeah.
or the end? There's no way that's over, dude. Damn, 5:14 p.m. Old Bailey defendant lobby.
I got it.
Your defense was well fought, Naruhodo. Oh, hey, Susato. Your first victory in a foreign land. It was awe-inspiring. Susato, you're not gonna tell me you're tripping on this, right? Congratulations from the bottom of my heart. I should thank you, Susato. Was this really for the best, though? In the end, we still don't know nothing about the truth of this case. If we just didn't have the time to find the truth. But who murdered Mr. Motor? We still haven't gotten to the bottom of it. The one and only mission of the attorney is to fight for the favorable verdict of his client. And in my opinion, you carried out that mission perfectly. She's right, you know. Oh, fuck this guy. As bitter as their tea. Mr. Megudal. And she's with them too. The rumors were true after all, eh? Huh? What rumor? When the Crown Court hands down a non-guilty verdict, they fire off 6 great fireworks. Did you see it? It was a beautiful sight. Yeah, it sure was. We've heard so much about the liberating sight of fireworks from the defendant stand, and I owe it all to you, don't I, my good barista? No, honestly, I didn't think it was my effort that freed you. Oh, please, this again, what else could it have been? Instead of my efforts, I'd rather call this victory your handiwork. Well, to be entirely frank, you put me through some frightening moments along the way. But let's call those missteps of youth. Let it all be water under the bridge. To be tea bags under our eyes. To be sugar in the tea. congratulations. Congratulations on your non-guilty verdict, Mr. Megadol. Congratulations? Even though the mystery remains a mystery? There's only one thing of importance to me. What? That would be having all of those fools acknowledge that I did not commit the crime. What do you think? Feels great, doesn't it? That's right. Let's leave the rest to the yard, the pride of all capital. You know what? I'm probably gonna get Sherlock to help me investigate this. They will surely reveal the truth. The truth! That's what I believe, at least, you see. I paid them a great sum to make certain of it. Oh my god, he just fucking confessed to that shit. Why am I not surprised? Now, as promised, I'll be paying you 1,000 Guinness. And I won't hear a single word of complaints. No, I can't take that much money. My, you Japanese are really Maltese. Ah, very well then, if that's how you must be. Take this. It's a tip. Courtney Megundula. The preparations are complete, so if you would, please move to the Crown Court. Crown Court? Oh, this is much earlier than I was led to believe. I'm very sorry. The plans have changed somewhat. Well, you seem to hurt the man. I must excuse myself now. I will be struck inspecting the crime scene for a while, I am told. Wait, wait, why are you inspecting the crime scene? What for? It seems that the omnibus will have to undergo another investigation given the circumstances. They said that they want me to be present for, if all possible. A re-investigation? To tell you the truth, I have no obligation to follow through with it, but as the London celebrity, I'm willing to cooperate as much as possible. It's a gentleman's duty, you see, yeah. Farewell now, it's been a pleasure to meet you. I pray that you have an enjoyable time as exchange students. There he goes. Oh, right, she was here. Are you gonna shoot me? Wow, look at her load that smoke bomb. Don't you move a bleeding muscle. She's handling that ammunition as insufficiently as ever. Miss Lestrade? Gina, can you refrain from pulling out such a dangerous weapon? What's up, grenade? Stupid adults. Huh? I hate the bloomin' lot of ya. Oh, you were here all along. Oh, what the f-
What's that?
That's Watson. I want to guess that's Watson. Look at her goggles. That's Watson.
Oh.
You can try to run from me, but you can't hide. What in the world is this little girl? Stupid big no, you know that. Oh, fucking hell. I was so excited to test out my new smoke launcher prototype for myself. Wait. Does that mean she's a witness?
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, that's her reticles are hard.
You wanna fight, Uwu? I bet I can beat you. Gah! Excuse me, who are you even? Oh yeah, well, you could call me that in the winter. I make the smoke launcher. An inventor? Hey, would you know how smoke screens were? They were just big and boring white blobs. So you wanna cover the smoke by smoke? Why not can't that smoke be at least cute? I'd rather just avoid the smoke screen in the first place, thanks. I look away for one tiny second. Then during my omnibus transfer and suddenly is gone. It's a good thing I put a tracking device on it, huh? Tracking device? What is she talking about? But that doesn't matter. What matters to me is that you're coming back to the lab with me. Ooh. What? But why? Don't play dumb. You need to go apologize to my technician. Apologize? When you do a bad thing, you apologize. Didn't you ever learn from the adults around you? Adults? What? Oh my god. Well, are you gonna come with me or not? Gordon Bayonet? Fine then. Oh. Wait, Gordon Bayonet. Do we know that name?
Gordon Bennett.
No, we don't know that name.
It definitely feels like a name we should know, huh?
Bayonet. Bayonet is the girl from the first case! What was her name? Wasn't it from the... No. Wasn't that the doctor's name? No, fuck. Oh, fuck. What was the guy in the first name? We'll figure out. I'm sure they'll remind us. But she's clearly related to Sherlock somehow. Oh, you're pretty docile after all. Obviously, because she has a huge weapon trained on her.
I can't tell if I want her to have more lines or less lines by the way you're voice acting her.
Well, the two of us should be on our way now. I do apologize for the disturbance.
We gotta hurry up so we can play Crystal Chronicles.
That's true. What a lovely girl. I do believe we should be moving on as well. Yeah, you're right, but where exactly can we move on to? Huh?
Next chapter.
Thanks, Skeletor. After all, he keeps... Susanna's like, oh my god, what's wrong with you?
James Gordon Bennett Jr. was born in 1841.
Oh, it's a real person.
And he is from Scotland. I'll let you know what he done.
Scotland. So it's a Scottish accent I should be doing. What's a Scottish accent sound like?
I think your ooh voice is fine.
Nah, that's fine, yeah. The village should still have her belongings, so we have nowhere to sleep for the night.
His description is a sportsman, a publisher, and an all-around hellraiser.
Oh. Well, that's Junior. What about the actual George?
Yeah.
Oh. I originally planned to search for logins before the day was over, but now we don't have enough time, huh? There's no need to fear. If push comes to shove, then we could just at least rest ourselves at Megudelo's Park. God damn it. Megudelo's Park? The nights are rather cold at this time of the year. But we can endure it with the vigor of youth. I wonder. A night in London in the dead of winter, young or old, you'll probably freeze to death. Aw, I'd rather not freeze. If I knew it would come to this, I really would have accepted those 1,000 genus. And so, on the day of my arrival in London, my evaluation as attorney came to a close. However, afterwards, it was made fully clear to us that what the Reaper had said was true. This case was absolutely not over. Is it to be continued, or is it the end? Whoa! Oh, the game slowed down.
Uh-oh.
What's going on? Oh shit! Hurry, call the fire brigade! Oh my god. Water! We need water! Water! これは何ですか? Noneだって? By the time I got here, everything wasn't this area supposed to be restricted until the investigated resumed? Wait, oh my god, is someone in there? I bet Megudal is in there. Maseka! Nakani!
Help them!
Tasukete! Oh shit! What's going on? Oh, what in blazes!
Oh my god.
Fire! My mortal enemy.
He's got a scar going across his face since when?
Oh, why are they speaking Japanese? Because the whole game is in Japanese, dude. He's just watching it. Yes, I did that shit. It was me. You stupid. The end? Oh, fuck, dude. That's the end.
Like the end of the game or the end of the chapter?
The end of the case.
There you go.
But who was in there? The Adventures of the Clouded Kokoro. The Clouded Heart. Holy shit, dude. Alright. And, so, Diggy, what do you want to play Crystal Chronicles?
Well, both of ours are finished down. Oh, mine's finished downloading at least. Yours, I'm not sure how much longer.
Alright, well, let's get to Crystal Chronicles then. Alright, and that concludes today's episode with Phoenix Wright, guys. With Ace Attorney, not Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney, The Adventures of Ryusuke Naruhodo. Wait, F Chronicle? Yeah, that's right, Rob. We're doing it. It's gonna be just me and Diggy. I'll play with you guys later when I'm not playing with Diggy, but it's just gonna be me and Diggy. But damn, holy shit, dude, that was crazy. Oh my god. Who do you think's inside? Do you think it's one of the witnesses, or do you think it's Megudal?
Well then,
I think it was one of the witnesses. You know. Anyways,
I really
though,
hope it's Megiddo.
I kind of hope so too.
It'd be
Obviously,
really nice to see him behind bars in the end.
yeah, I do hope he's in buying bars. I guess it was the old lady. I think it might have been one of the jurors as well too. It could have been one of their. I feel like even though they're like not involved, I feel like it's still really important and shit. Anyways, wow. All right, I'm gonna end the recording right here. So that's it for the recording. Boop!